four that I'm going to pick are indispensables. If they're fit, they're available. They play Josh Butler, Steve Smith, Ben Stokes, and Jofra Archer.
For Rajasthan, I'm going to go with Josh Butler, Steve Smith, Jofra Archer. And the fourth one, Tom Curran.
Jofra Archer, Steve Smith, Josh Butler, and Ben Stokes.
Steve Smith, Josh Butler, Jofra Archer, Ben Stokes. Simple as that.
It's going to be Captain Steve Smith, Ben Stokes, of course, if he plays, Josh Butler, and Jofra Archer.
Jofra Archer, Ben Stokes, Josh Butler, and Steve Smith.
Yashasvi Jaiswal is the guy I'm pinning a lot of hopes on. He's a left-handed opening batsman. If he gets an opportunity to bat alongside Josh Butler and if he finds early form, I think he could be that breakthrough star.
I would really like to see someone like Kartik Tyagi, even Riyan Parag, Riyan Parag had a good last IPL. I mean, he kind of broke through last IPL, but I think he still hasn't kind of established. So he's a good talent, someone like him, Kartik Tyagi.
A couple of players, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Kartik Tyagi.
Jaydev Unadkat in different pitches, in different conditions, without the real pressure of a big price tag this time, bought back for a lesser price by the franchise. I think he could be a breakthrough star.
I think it's going to be Riyan Parag. He had a really good tournament. He made a few good scores last year. So I think it's going to be him this time around as well.
If I had to pick one, I would go with Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Their death bowling will be an issue. Barring Jofra, they have only Unadkat and a couple of Indian bowlers and their spin bowling department. They have lots of options once again. Mayank Markande, Rahul Tewatia, Shreyas Gopal, but they do lack quality.
Ben Stokes. That's one department they're gonna struggle. Even though if you look at Ben Stokes and IPL, he doesn't have mind-blowing numbers in the IPL, but he's someone who gives them so much of stability in that playing 11, and obviously the kind of form that he's been in the last year and a half. So he's going to be a huge miss, and it's going to be extremely challenging.
The spinners, they have a very one-dimensional spin attack, a lot of wrist spinners, no finger spinners, and you generally need variety in a T20 game. So yes, the spin department.
If I had to nitpick on a real weakness, I think a little bit top-heavy, given that a lot of players would like to bat at the top of the order. You've got Josh Butler, who has to open. Sanju Samson also enjoys opening. You know, Robin Uthappa has been bought by the franchise. He pretty much bats in the top. Yashasvi Jaiswal's a young talent that they've procured, again, someone at the top. And Steve Smith can't really bat any lower than 3. So that's a slight conundrum that they have, who they pick. But I guess it's a problem of plenty.
I think it's the middle order. In case if Ben Stokes isn't playing this year, they're really going to have a tough time.
Their dependency on their first choice overseas stars, the team pretty much revolves around them.
I think they should send Robin Uthappa down the order.
Try and back the Indian domestic players, especially the batsmen.
They should try to split Ben Stokes and Steve Smith. They both bat pretty close to each other and both are pretty similar players. It would be good if they can split them in the batting order.
The punt that I suggest they also make is not play Robin Uthappa, not be tempted to play Robin Uthappa in spite of the wealth of experience that he has in the IPL. He struggled for KKR last season. I think he should be looked at only as a reserve player or a squad player.
They need to really get the batting positions clear instead of having like a floating middle order.
I think they should get Yashasvi Jaiswal to open and give him a long run at the top, partnering Josh Butler.
I really like Rajasthan to do well. I wish them well, but I do feel that they might not go the distance once again. Maybe finish in the bottom 4 once again. They didn't qualify last season. They may not qualify this season either.
I think they're gonna be out of that top 4 bracket.
Bottom 2.
I actually think they could nick a playoff spot. I like the look of their first 11, and I think they could be a real surprise package this IPL.
I really hope it's in the top 4, but realistically speaking, it's going to be in the bottom 4.
I think they'll finish in the bottom half.